Hello over there. Welcome to another section of the testing, SEO, and publishing module. In this particular section, we are going to be taking a look at the SEO best practices and optimization for your website. And the purpose of this section is to help you learners to improve your website visibility and rankings on search engines such as Google, Bing, and other search engines. Now, when it comes to search engine optimization and best practices, there are some key techniques that you need to consider. So the first one is called on-page SEO. On-page SEO simply means optimizing your website to include relevant keywords in your page titles, headings, and descriptions, such as if your page title is traveling and tours, then you should always recommend to use the relevant keywords in your page title. Also, in your headings and description, it is highly important that you use these keywords that you want to rank for in your headings and description. The second part about on-page SEO is that you should optimize your website for meta descriptions and alt text for images. So alt text, it stands for alternative text, and in the previous videos we have talked more about how that works and how you can include it in your image. If you want to see how that works, then you can check the description below, or you simply revert back to the previous videos that we've made for. When you are done with the on-page SEO, the next part is the technical SEO. Technical SEO allows you to enable structured data, that is schema markup, for better indexing. This is to enable search engines to better understand your website so that to know how best to optimize your website and show your website on search engines. Then the second part about technical SEO is to ensure that your website loads fast. That is, ensure fast page load times and image compression. In the previous video, we talked about how you can use tools like Google PageSpeed Insight to check how fast your website loads and what you can do to make your website load very faster. Also, image compression is something that we have treated in multiple cases in the past in our previous video. And we've also shown you how you can use online to compress your image so as to reduce the size from large size to smaller size. And thirdly, the third part that we're going to talk about is the mobile SEO. So mobile SEO is to ensure that you test your website responsiveness for mobile first indexing. So this is the case whereby you ensure that your mobile can easily adapt regardless of which devices your user is using to access your website, be it a desktop device, a tablet device, or even a mobile device. So you should always ensure that your website is responsiveness for mobile first indexing. Then the second option about mobile SEO is to avoid intrusive pop-ups and ensure easy navigation. There are some websites whereby when you visit them, so pop-up is going to pop up that is going to be making you to have bad experience, such as maybe you want to click a button and a pop-up is blocking you from clicking that particular button. Another thing to also consider in mobile SEO is to ensure easy navigation. Even though a mobile device have a smaller screen size compared to desktop and tablet, you should always ensure to make navigation easier for your visitors to move from one place to another. The fourth part that we're going to talk about when it comes to key SEO optimization techniques is link building and internal linking. Link building and internal linking simply means that you should add internal links between related content for better structure. So for instance, I'm having this particular website that I'm being built for the About Us page. So internal linking means that when you have this About Us, when a user click on it, it's going to take them to the About Us page of the same website. Then you also have the services. When the user click on it, it's going to take you to the services page of the same website. So those are called internal linking, and you can link as much as possible in your website, but always ensure to make it to stand at the middle ground. That is, internal linking is not too much and it's not too few either. The other thing that we're going to talk about is to ensure high quality backlinks to improve domain authority. So one of the things that can also boost your domain authority is to add quality backlinks to your website. So backlinks can come from something like Google, Webmaster, from Encyclopedia and other high authority websites, so as to improve your domain authority. But always ensure not to spam your website links and not to use low quality links on your website. Now, having talked about key SEO optimization techniques, let's take a look at some of the steps that you can take to optimize your website SEO in Appmint. So the first thing that is you should do is to add meta titles, descriptions, and keywords for your page. So in this case, this is the page. This is my dashboard for the website, and I'm having this that is called site pages. So for the site pages, for each of the site pages, I have the about us, I have open tag, and the likes. So for the about us, I can click on this. So when I click on settings, it's going to bring out this. So then from here, you can add anything that you want. So for instance, I have the site, that is, I'm using it for first Appmint website. Then I have the parent is actually quite optional. Then the slug, the title, the description. So always ensure that you add description as well. So in this case, I'm just going to say this is the about us page for first Appmint website. So that is the description, the meta description. Then you also have the keywords. So the keywords is simply the keywords that you want to rank for. So in this case, I can say first Appmint website about. So you can put comma and add other things that you want to add about us and the likes. So that's for meta descriptions. And then you can also include keywords for each page as well. So that has been done. This is the keywords that we are talking about. And when you are done with that, you click on save. So now I've been able to update the meta description keywords on my website. So the other steps that you can also do is to ensure that all your images have alt text for accessibility. So in this case, if I have an image here, so I didn't have an image here. So let's check here. So let's check here. Select image. Let me just use cakes. Yeah, insert. So here I'm using a cake image, right? So here I'm using a cake image. So always ensure that you add an alt text, that is alternative text, on your image. This is to ensure that your website is easier for accessibility. So you can click on the tone item. So when you click on the tone item, you have the alt text that is here. So in this case, I'm going to say cakes picture for first Appmint website. And when you are done with that, so I've already added the title, and you can click on close. So always ensure that you add alternative text to your image. Then the next part is you should generate an SMS sitemap for search engines. So after generating the SMS sitemap for a search engine, then you should submit your website to Google Search Console for indexing. So in case this is your first time of hearing about Google Search Console is a popular website platform by Google that enables you to monitor your website's search rankings and also to optimize your website further. And you can access Google Search Console by simply visiting google.com/webmaster. So when you visit google.com/webmaster, it's going to take you to the Google Search Central, and then you can click on Get Started for you to access the Search Console. So when you click on Get Started, it's going to take you to the Search Engine Optimization SEO Starter Guide. So if you are a beginner, then you can go through this guide to see how the Google Search Engine Optimization works. And then if you are an intermediate to advanced, or you want to skip all of these steps, then all you have to do is to click on the Search Console, and it's going to take you to the Search Console to learn more about how to optimize your website. With the Search Console, you can add your website to the Search Console, monitor how well your website is doing, and even check for errors about the reason why your website is not doing well on search. So the activity for this part is for you as the learner to analyze and optimize an existing web page that you have been built used from the previous section for SEO using provided best practices. So this is where we're going to stop for this part, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next section where we also talk more about how to make your website better before publishing. Until then, bye.